Good morning. It's the 1st of January 2023, and I want to bless you today with God's favor, with His hand on your life, and that you will never leave Him, that you will never depart from Him and move away from Him, and that His favor will be with you every single day. Today we're going to read out of Ezekiel 37. From verse 1 to the end of 5. The Lord took hold of me, and I was carried away by the Spirit of the Lord to a valley filled with bones. He led me all around among the bones that covered the valley. They were scattered everywhere across the ground and were completely dried out. Then he asked me, Son of man, can these bones become living people again? O sovereign Lord, I replied, you alone know the answer to that. Then he said to me, Speak a prophetic message to these bones and say, Dry bones, listen to the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says. I'm going to put breath into you and make you live again. I will put flesh and muscle on you and cover you with skin. I will put breath into you and you will become alive. Then you will know that I am the Lord. Here the Lord is speaking to Ezekiel. Ezekiel had a vision where the Lord took him to this bones, or to this valley full of bones, dried out bones. So according to us, it is dead bones. There's no life anymore. And then the Lord asked him, do you think this can live again? And Ezekiel said exactly that. Only the Lord knows. And that is what the Lord does. He takes us to places where we, in the normal, in the natural, think that there's no life in it. He will take us to somebody at the hospital where we think there's no life in this person anymore. This person can never, ever live again. But He's a God of miracles, and He takes us there to show us that He is the Lord. He is the Lord of this world, and we can never change that. We can never think anything else except that, because we know that He is God. He shows us through the Bible, He shows us multiple of times that He is really God. And He shows this to us in life. He asked Ezekiel, He said to Ezekiel, speak to this dry bones. And that's what He's saying to us today. Speak to the dry bones in your life. Speak to the problems in your life. This problem might be so huge to you. You think it will never change. It can never change. Life can never be in this situation again. Maybe it's a marriage. Maybe it's a financial problem. Maybe it's somebody that's sick. And He says, speak to it. Speak life into it. Because if we start speaking life into it, what happens? God take control, and He will bring life back into it. But if we sit and we look at this dry bones and the situation, we think, this is the end, this is dead, nothing can happen, nothing will happen. But if God is there, we take hold of God and we say, come, I speak life into you, because God said I must speak life into you. This situation will change. It will never remain the same. It will change for the better, because God is a person who just brings the good into our life, because He knows the way He wants us to live. He knows the way He wants us to have. He knows everything that He wishes us to have is for our good, not to harm us, but for the best. We know that. So speak life into dead situations, because they're not dead. To us they seem dead in the natural, but God is a supernatural God. He brings life into the dead situations. I want to ask you, we've got a daily devotion also on WhatsApp, so if you're interested and I must put you to the group, just send me a WhatsApp message so that I can add you to the group. You must have a wonderful day and a wonderful 2023. Blessings to you all.